If you're feeling the urge to plan everything right now, but your brain is fried and your energy is low, then this episode is for you. Hello, friends, and welcome to the Bright Morning Podcast. I'm your host, Elena Aguilar, and in each episode, you will learn how to lead conversations that build connections and spark change. So today we're talking about something a little countercultural in schools, not planning, or at least not over planning, because this time of year, the pressure to get ahead can be overwhelming. Draft the calendar, finalize the PD plan, redesign the agenda template. And while those tasks might make us feel productive in the short term, they are not always the best use of our end of year energy. So I want to offer you an alternative. Plan less, capture more. Let's get into it. I want to tell you about a leader I worked with last spring. I'll call her Trina. She was a high school assistant principal in charge of professional learning. By late May, Trina had 3 color-coded calendars going on and a folder of future meeting agendas and a full PD scope and sequence outlined for the fall. And she was exhausted. She told me, I have planned all this stuff, but I don't know if it is actually what we need. So I asked her, what have you learned this year that you want to remember in August? And she blinked. She thought for a moment, and then she said that people need more time to talk to each other and that I don't have to fill every minute of a meeting, and that we made way more progress when I started asking better questions. We paused and we sat with those truths. And then I asked, what if your summer task isn't to build out more, but to hold on to those insights and let them guide you later? Because here is one thing that I have learned the hard way. Clarity doesn't always come from cranking out another plan. It comes from capturing what's true, from distilling what matters, from trusting that what you know now is enough for today and that you can return to it when you're rested and ready. And that no matter how much you might want to, you can't make your brain and body be ready before they're ready. Side note, if you struggle with this idea, I highly recommend the NAP Ministry. Their work has been very impactful for my practice and for embracing rest, not just as essential, but also as liberatory. So check them out if you're not already familiar with them. All right, here's a tool that I want to offer you this week. It's a short journaling practice called Next Year's Intentions, and it's just 3 prompts. You could do this solo, or you could invite your team to reflect with you. So grab a notebook and respond to these questions. Number 1, what do I want to carry forward? Now, that could be a routine that worked, a way of being that felt authentic, or a lesson learned the hard way. Number 2, what do I want to leave behind? And this could be an old habit, a pattern, a meeting structure, or an expectation that no longer serves you. Question number 3, what do I want to revisit in August? Capture the questions, ideas, or challenges that feel important but don't need to be solved right now. So that last one is key. There's so much wisdom that surfaces at the end of the year, but we don't need to act on all of it. We just need to catch it and trust ourselves to come back to it when the timing is right. So here's your challenge this week. Make space to capture what this year has taught you. Not to build the next big plan, but to honor what you've learned and to create a breadcrumb trail that you can follow when you're ready to begin again. If you're looking for a more structured way to guide this reflection with your team, and you want to keep learning with me and transform the way your team gathers so that you can build a culture where everyone thrives, including yourself, then check out the show notes to learn more about our team's learning library and PLC. You will also find a link to our upcoming free community webinars. Thank you for being with me today. If you appreciated this episode and you are listening via podcast, then please share it with someone you know who would benefit from it, and or hop over to Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star rating and review to help others discover it. Now, if you're watching on YouTube and this video sparked something for you, then give it a like and share it with a colleague. And if you're not watching on YouTube, come over and join us. There are links to the channel in the podcast show notes. All right, Leslie Bickford is the podcast producer and Stacy Goodman does the sound engineering. Be well, everyone.